Hello and welcome back to ZOHO Books course. In this video, we will explain the methods of creating vendors, customers, and items lists in ZOHO book account. Uh, for every list, there are two main methods. The first one is, as you see here, import a list from file, and the second method is to adding that's items or that's vendors and customers manually. So what is the difference between two main methods? Let's discussing first the first method, which represented by importing a list or upload a file to your ZOHO account. If you have, when we use this method, if you have a database for your customers, vendors, you can line it in an Excel sheet and upload the file to your ZOHO account. We prefer this method if you have a big number of customers or vendors. This method will save your time and it will be more accurate than other method in case of high accuracy in raw material uploaded to your ZOHO, ZOHO account. So the question now, when we use manual method, the second method, when we use it, and manual method used when you have limited number of customers or vendors, and also you have to use it every time you deal with a new customer or a new vendor. So now how we can perform these duties using ZOHO Box. So let's first discussing list, import a list or importing a list of customers or vendors. From when we're talking about customers exactly, we have to go to sales list and choose customers, and after that we will complete in ZOHO program. When we're talking about vendors, we have to go to purchases list and choose vendors, and after that complete the other procedures. But when we're talking about manual addition for customers and vendors, you will have to go to sales if you are going to adding customers, or you have to go to purchases if you are going to add vendors or new vendors. Let's see all the details in ZOHO box. We come here and choose, for example, when we're talking about customers, we will choose purchases, vendors, and here we have two methods to add vendors as we discussed. The first one, you can click here, create a new vendor. This represents manual method. If I click here, manually I will enter all the details related to our customer, vendor. But if I click here to import vendors from files, here we're talking about the first method, which related to importing your vendor list from a prepared file. The same thing when we're talking about customers, we have to go to sales list, and from the list we select customers. We have this screen, and in the same method or the same manner, create a new customer represent manual addition for our customers, and click here to import customers from file. This is represent importing a list from Excel sheet, for example, to our ZOHO account. First of all, let's see how we can upload Excel sheet to our ZOHO account. First, we have to click here. You have this screen. So, what are the procedures to upload or import a file to your ZOHO Box account? First of all, you have to download one from these two files, and according to your knowledge, I prefer to download sample Excel file. So if you click this file, you have this file, and you will see something as an example. So this is all the details you have to enter in about every customer to be able to upload enough information about the customer. So what we need to do here, after downloading this file, we have to arrange and fill out all the details related to your customers. It could be ready in an Excel sheet or other application. Only you have to arrange your customers' details in this file according to the fields in this Excel sheet. You have to fill all the details. After filling all the details according to this arrangement and this fields in Excel sheet, you have to save this Excel sheet, and after that you can choose this file to importing. After completing all the data for your customers in this file, you have to save it and close. Return back to ZOHO screen, and in this case you have to go to choose the file. Click here. In our example we have customers, so choose or select this file and click open, and note the difference. Customers importing contains three procedures. The first one, configure. The second, map field. The third one, a preview. So scroll down here and click next. Here we moved from the first procedure to the second one. So what does it mean, map fields? Here we have to get assurance that ZOHO book fields matched with imported file headers. So from here you can make it change another one, or you can delete, or making some changing or editing. But because we depend on the suggested file from the Zoho box, already all the header for the Excel sheet are matched with Zoho box fields. As you see here, last name, email ID, mobile, Twitter, and other things. Okay, we have to get assurance everything is okay. Every field are matched with the Excel sheet header, and after that we will click save this selection, and we click next. All customers in your file are ready to be imported. So, and customers that are ready to be imported are two. Actually, I entered the details only for two customers. For that, this is the imported number for our customers. So after that, we click import. Okay. Note that we have our all customers, or the list of our customers. We have two: Al Baraka organization and Speed Click. And if I click here, on the right side, we have all the details related to this customer. So the owner, Mr. Muhammad Kannan, and the currency is Israeli new shekel. The details for the address or other details which entered in the Excel sheet which uploaded to Zoho box. So we can make actions from here. We can add a new invoice for those customers, or a new code, or other procedures. So from a new transaction, you can make invoice, customer payment, sales order, recurring invoices, expenses, etc. And also you can go more, click more to make additional transaction for this customer. Also the same thing, if I click for speed click, we have all the details. Mr. Ibrahim Adnan as an owner of that business, and also this is the details of the address, and we can make some changing. If I need to change some details, I can easily click for this icon and make an edit in address or other details in this customer account, or this customer details. In the same time, we can edit if we need to edit any of details in related to this customer. We can click here, and if I need to attach some documents related to this customer also, I can make this by clicking this icon, and again you can make a new or a new transaction, either invoice, sales order, or any other transactions or financial transactions. And also from here we can make additional information, additional transaction for that customer. The same procedures we can follow To import vendors, the same thing. We can go here, click here, and also download this Excel file and filling all the details in the file. And after that, we choose file and completing all the procedures which applied uh, when we perform or when we upload customers list. So the same procedures, there is no difference. So you can check by yourself and you can filling the details in the Excel sheet which related to contacts in Zoho and save it. After that, you can come back here and choosing the file and going ahead in the other regulations and procedures. This is how we can import vendors and customers list to your account in Zoho Box. Now let's move to the second method, which related to or which called manual addition for vendors and customers. So from here, purchases. From here we can add this icon, or in another way you can add here, click here, and the purchases, click vendor. You can click vendor and this message will be appear. We can add all the details here. For example, Ali, Mohammed, and company name XYZ company, XYZ company, the address, okay, email address XYZ and xyz.com, phone number. Or this is mobile number, okay, and also company ID. If you have it, you can enter, and the currency, if you choose other than shekel, for example USD, all the documents related to this vendor will be in for example, if we choose USD, for example USD, in this case all the documents prepared for that vendor will be in USD currency. For that you have to uh, give attention in choosing uh, the currency for your customers and vendors. Tax rate, as you see, we entered before when we made the tax setup. We identified two kinds of taxes: income tax and VAT tax. So here, VAT tax, opening balancing, you can choose uh, this details. Opening balancing, when we have a balance sheet and the balance sheet contains accounts payable. So and accounts payable, or this customer or this vendor is one of our accounts payable, and have a balance or opening balance, we have to enter this amount here, and we have to follow all the details. Portal language, access, allow portal access for this vendor. If you click this, the vendor will be able to access all the documents sent by your company to him. Also, you have to go here, other details or address. You have to fill all the details which related to address. Custom fields, if you have or if you want to make additional information for your vendors, you can identify here reporting tag and remarks. All these details should be entered uh, for your vendor. After that, you have go down and click save. So we have returned back to vendors. We have XYZ company in our, and in the same manner, if I click here, all the details related to our vendor will be on on the right side, and also here comment or transactions. We can list all the transactions related to this vendor, mail, statement related to our vendor. Uh, you have to see that statement here, account summary for this vendor, opening balance, billed amount, amounted due, and balance due. Okay, this is how we can add manually new vendor to your ZOHO account. In the same case or in the same manner, we can add a new customer. From here you can go and click plus icon here, and this is the details which related to your customer. First of all, you have to choose if is it business or individual, and after that you have to fill all the details. Let's take an example. For example, ABC company, and ABC company, and also you can choose the currency and the tax rate or opening balance and other details which related to address, contact person, custom fields if you need to collect or to capture other additional details for your customers, and etc. After that, go down and save. So this ABC company, uh, overview, all the details on the right, common transactions for that company's invoices, payments, and also codes, retainer invoices, sales order. We here, when you click ABC company, you can explore all the transactions related to this customer, all of them, all the transaction as you see in this, yeah, but because there is no transaction till now on your Zoho box, because we are in the stage of setting up your account, but after that we will see that every transaction for ABC or other customers will be shown here in details, and it will be easily to access all the information which related to your customers and your vendors. This was the first section in our video. In the second section, we will talking about adding items to your ZOHO box account, and in general ZOHO box apply the same technique in adding accounts or vendors, customers, items, the same technique. So for that we have the same thing. We have two methods to add items to your ZOHO box. The first one, importing a list from file, and the second, manually. Let's go to ZOHO box and see from where we can begin to create items. From the left side, items, and click items here. Here we have this icon, new. If I need to manually add a new item, we can click here. If we have a list or have a completed Excel sheet contains all the details about our items, we can import it from here, and we have also to apply the same techniques which discussed before. We can click import, choose import, and after that click the sample file, and when we open the sample file we will enter the details which related to our items in this file and save. After that we will return back to ZOHO box and choose this file and complete the other procedures and follow the regulations from ZOHO. This is the first method, and this the first method related to importing a file which contains all the details related to your items. This is the first one, or the first method. The second one is a click here or press new, and this screen will be at your the interface of your screen. You first of all you have to choose the type. If we are talking about goods or service, in our example we talking about what goods. Okay, the name of the item, for example iPhone 16 Pro. Here we have to choose box unit. We have to choose unit here, and sales information. Sales information. For example, we the price for that 4500, and the cost price is 3800, and here account يعني for sales. If we perform a sale transaction where you want ZOHO box to record this transaction, here the normal account affected by sales is sales account, and if you have another account, you can go and choose from the list here. And the same thing when we're talking about purchases for that item, which account should be affected by the purchases, cost of goods sold, and if you have another account you can choose from this list. And also, if you have some description, you can write here and tax. Okay, uh, choose from the taxes. VAT taxes affected by sales and purchases. If you prefer, you have preferred vendor, you can choose also from the list. Uh, Scroll down. It's important here to click this track inventory for this item. Tracking, what does it mean? Tracking, that means that that item is classified as inventory item. What does it mean, inventory item? Inventory item means that if you purchase tracking inventory, if you purchase quantity, quantity or identify quantity, and after that you sell it. And what I mean, that every sell and buy transactions related to this item will be calculated, and at the end of the accounting period we will identify the closing quantity for this item. If we don't click track inventory for this item, the ending inventory will not be accurate. For that, we have to pay attention for this procedure or this activation for every item, every inventory item in our items. Inventory account, inventory asset. If we have opening stock, we here enter the quantity. If I have, for example, 10 units from this item, we have to enter this, and opening stock rate per unit, the cost for that unit should be entered. Okay. That's all the details should be entered about every item. After that, you have to save the details. And as you see here, from item list, we have iPhone 16 Pro, and this is the details which related to every item. And in the same manner, overview, transactions which related to this item, and history if you want to follow up all the transaction performed for this unit or for this item. Also, if you want to add another item, you will apply the same thing. I suggest you to try to add three to five other items to this list to be familiar with that. And the same thing for customers and vendors. That's all in this video. See you in the next video. In the next video, we will discuss opening balances for all the elements in the balance sheet. See you. Bye bye.